Alright guys, welcome back to part 2 of Mark's Queen Collection. And he's back with some more gems and unique items, and we joined him via Skype as well. So, how are you, Mark? Are
No,
you good?
not too bad yourself.
Very well, thank you. Yes, I'm looking good.
Cool.
So, we're going to continue the rest of your Queen Collection that we haven't seen any. I haven't seen any of these gems yet, so these are quite nice gems we're going to have this time. So, let's go for it.
Right, we're going to start off with Queen 2. This is another edition of Queen 2 that I got via eBay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a German edition and it's on the Fame label.
All right, okay. So this is the well, that's a very unique, very unusual version of that.
And I'll
Very, very
show
strange.
you show you inside.
Right, okay. Yeah, it looks
There's
really,
a
really,
barcode on it.
but spooky.
And it's even
It's
got
also
an
got an
EMI
embossed.
imprint
Yeah, I can see the embossed EMI thing on there.
label here.
So whereabouts is that? So what year do you think that's from then?
This is 1985.
85.
I looked it up on Discogs.
Oh, cool. Yeah, nice. Well, that's actually not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, Frames version
They,
of that, not bad at all. And they kept the
they
intact of that as well. Very
kept it
nice.
original, yeah.
Very good.
And then we get to the record.
It's all right.
We've even got
See what matrix numbers we have on this
we've got like an
record.
advert bit here.
Oh, right. Albums and tapes, original artists, original recordings, digital. Digital what? Digital quality.
No,
What?
original quality.
Original quality. Well,
Yeah,
that's okay. So they're
and
so
that's on that
this
side
is
as
from
well.
Germany, obviously. So I mean, yeah.
That's on
But I
that
can't
side as
imagine
well.
how Fame Germany got to Germany when Fame was actually a UK musical pleasure label
That's
in
right,
the
yeah.
UK. It's
And
kind of
this
a bit weird.
label's very similar to the 12 inches that David was showing, which
Right,
had the Flash Gordon logo on.
right. Okay. Oh my god. So they haven't actually put on the original Fame logo on there, which is kind of interesting. They kept the
On
Queen
that
logo on
side
it.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
There's
want the
obviously
Matrix number?
yeah. What's the matrix number on that then?
Matrix number is. It's not written in yet again.
All right.
This one's got 15755
Mm-hmm.
31 dash and then an A.
Right. So it looks like that's the original one. Has it got anybody who pressed it? Any selling sound or Nick W,
Nothing
Nick
on that.
Streamer or
No,
anything?
no,
No.
just a number and that's it.
That's it. So nothing
Yep.
else that's on it. Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a very unique little item. That. Very, very, very weird.
It's got
Strange.
quite a nice sound on that one as well,
Good.
actually.
Good.
Not too bad.
Not
It's actually
remixed.
better than the Fame edition in the UK,
Yeah. This is
which
remixed, obviously.
I'm not that keen on, actually, to be
No, it's
honest.
not. It's all compressed and it's more squashed together and less tone in it as well. And as I say, the quality's not really that's not the best quality I've heard of ever. So
I,
there was a lot of that.
I think this German version actually, they've kept it to a more original standard as
Mm.
well. Unlike the uh, the Fame version that we had in the UK, because if I
Yeah,
remember rightly, the gatefold sleeve on the photo it was black
it,
and white,
it was. It
and this
was.
one was colour.
It was.
So now we go from that to an Italian version of A Day at the Races.
Oh. No, no, the cover looks the same.
Hmm
Okay.
The backings are different here.
Oh, the back's
There's
different.
different code
Mm.
here.
Mm. Oh, I see. So they removed the top part of it off and they put the international code on the bottom of it.
Hmm
Okay, so they've obviously done a paint job on that bit. Right.
And of course it's a gatefold,
Nice one.
as we all know. Classic gatefold.
Nice to keep the original authenticity of the album, and Trans Studios also printed on that, which is
Still
kind
got
of
the Trident
interesting.
logo there,
Yeah,
which I can't
just noticed that on the
still
bottom.
can't work out why they got the
No,
Trident
I have
when
no
they've
idea
left them.
why it's involved with that for some reason.
And of course the inner sleeve,
Nice
very
one.
similar to the UK.
Rounded sleeve this time.
Yep.
Yep. Bit different than the one we had previously, which we had the square sleeve. Now this is a rounded sleeve. And then the violin side is upside down. So
Oh yeah, sorry.
turn around the front ways. I said it the day
There you
before.
go.
Yeah, the violin side, amazing. It's a little bit similar to the UK. It's a little bit similar. Nice to keep the authenticity of it as well.
So I'll
Fine.
tell you the matrix code of
Okay, so
this
the
one.
next number is
Yet again, this one's not written in;
mm,
it's coded in.
mm.
It's 98485 dash A15 dash 12 dash 76.
Right. Yeah, it's a nice unique little gem. That's in very good condition as well, which is really unusual for
It
an
is.
Italian version. Sound quality on it
Sound quality is very similar to the UK's actually.
very similar.
I,
So
I have got a Portuguese version which I've got in there that I haven't showed to you, but I
right.
just don't see the point in showing the same record twice.
No, no, there's no point. I would just go with something else we haven't
It's
seen.
not a very good
Uh,
pressing either because I mean I
no.
play it and it's like the pressing's like it's like all wonky. It goes like
Oh,
that.
oh. So it's actually it's outer printed. It's actually been a outer edged version, which is not
Yeah,
printed
it
properly.
don't sound too good if I'm
Ooh,
honest.
yeah.
But it was only a tenner, so
Well,
can't.
I suppose that wasn't bad for the
So we
price.
go to the Hollywood Records release of Flash Gordon, which I recently
Oh,
got. Hollywood
I've never
Records.
seen this one before. Now this is an exclusive, so this is exclusive for you guys. Yeah. So nice. Is it embossed or just basic?
No, it's actually I noticed the writing's much more thinner on the front
Yeah,
anyway
yeah.
compared to the original.
Right,
And this is
right.
the back part.
That's yeah. No, that's a good job. Good job.
As you can see, it's
Finally got the
Hollywood
authentic,
Records.
the original back sleeve with Timothy Dalton on it as well.
Still sealed on it as well.
Amazing, beautiful. I love the American ones. They're so nice and pristine and gorgeous.
So I'll take the record out.
Right.
Also got the
This is
white inner sleeve, which
yeah,
is where the record is, and then you got the original picture in the
yeah.
sleeve.
And have
Actually,
they?
the record.
And is it on 180 gram vinyl or is
It
it
is
just it is
180
on 180
grams
gram
vinyl.
vinyl? Now the label looks different. Now the label looks really different to the UK. Now because the black hole center of it, it's normally yellow, but for this one they've actually put in the black version of it, which is kind of interesting. So
And
very sweet, very sweet.
do you want the matrix code of this one?
Yeah.
That's actually written in. It actually says it's written in with Flash Gordon on it. That's very odd.
Hmm.
Flash Gordon, and then it's got D00, D000 436 561,
Hmm.
and then 40.
Hmm. And is
Very
that
odd.
and is there, and is does anybody take responsibility of those ones for like any is there
Well,
any names on
it's
it?
got like a squiggly signature here, but I can't
Hmm.
quite work it out. I don't know if you can get it in the light there.
Uh, I don't think so. Depends on the light itself and I can't really see it. It's all right. No, I can't see it.
Yeah, there's no
But
way you can get it.
so it must be
It's like
some.
it's like a little squiggle, but it's got a
Mm,
signature there,
mm,
definitely.
mm-hmm.
And then I'll show you the inner sleeve.
It's cool. Yeah. Ah, it's nice.
Of course, this ain't cardboard. This is,
I can see it's very thin.
and it's very
It's very
glossy.
thin and glossy. The inner sleeve looks great in black for some reason. We got the yellow version. We got the
I,
yellow. We
I,
got
I
the
think
yellow
the
sleeves.
pictures look more clear as well.
Yeah,
Do you think?
they do actually look a bit more HD,
Yeah.
more higher contrast for them. They don't look as
Whereas,
so blurred as the UK one used to be.
I mean, it's not an album that I'm really generally fond of, Flash
Mm,
Gordon, but it's okay for the collection.
yeah. I suppose it is. It isn't one of Queen's worst. It's one of Queen's medium ones. For a
It's
soundtrack, it's just
it's
nothing
a
on it.
sort of thing that it's well of its time.
It is. It is.
I mean, it was a cult film anyway.
Yeah, it was.
So we go from that to another soundtrack album.
Hmm.
Well, it should be a soundtrack album, and that is, of course, the kind of magic.
Right. Then what version is this one this time?
This is Hollywood Records.
Right. This is
Also,
a reissue. So
yeah,
this is kind of interesting. Yep.
it's very darker on the
I can see.
with the picture.
Yeah. Well, this one looks very colourful actually. Doesn't
Very
look so
colourful.
faded as we got.
It's really glossy again on this one as well. I
It
mean,
looks like
the
higher
lyrics, the
contrast.
lyrics looks they stand out a bit more.
Mm.
Do you find?
You can actually read them as well.
Yeah, stand out much more. And then we come to the record.
Hmm. Mm.
The only thing with this, I found that the separation on the stereo sound on this particular record, it don't cut very well. I don't know what it
Mm.
is.
It might be something that they've accidentally pressed wrong, probably, or the sound has not been, or either it's a raw mix or something on it they've done.
I prefer the original for the sound,
I do.
but the packaging on this is great,
That's great. Yeah.
and the thickness of the vinyl I love. You
Yeah.
know.
So
Anyway,
anyway.
it's also got a code on it.
Mhm.
This one's got AKOM, which is obviously a kind of
Ah.
magic, and then it's got AA 0161370,
Mhm. Right.
and then there's another matrix number. Right, same one as before.
Yeah.
D double O
Yeah.
0
Yep.
436 601 point B.
Right.
What that means.
Well, that's probably
And
that's
yet again, it's
interesting.
got
That.
another signature, a squiggly
Mm.
signature.
Mm.
So
So
what's that all
whoever's
about
doing
then?
these remastered reversions, the new issues, Horror Records, good job of them.
I noticed the run out on that. Isn't it
Mm.
really thin? It's not.
Mm. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
these. It's like it's been stretched out the
They
tracks.
look. They do. I think it's
Yeah.
been more a higher quality of it, which to me is about time it was out anyway on vinyl.
In
So
that
it's a great
sense, yeah,
release.
definitely. And now we go to the 12 inches.
Right.
Which is the Queen 12 inches that I've got.
Right.
The older ones. Right, we go for the 12 inches now,
All
and this is
right.
back chat.
Yes.
This is a UK edition.
All right. Now this. Now I don't know if David's got this one. I can't remember if David had this one or not when he showed me.
Trying to get out the packaging.
I'm not sure.
Right, here we go.
Anyway.
And yet again, it's got the flash label.
Mm-hmm.
Yet again.
From the UK.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very unusual. I used the Flash logo on the album. And same power on the B side,
Mhm.
which is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a UK edition because it says it here.
Yeah. Does it
UK.
have any? Does it have any?
Manufactured in the UK. I don't know if you can
All
see
right.
that. Can you see
Yeah.
that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can. Has it got anything? Did anybody take control of this one? Did anybody put?
There's no indication of anything like that on it. No.
No.
There's a matrix number yet again if you want it.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5325A dash one
Right.
dash one.
That's wonderful. Oh, it's EMI's. Obviously, that's EMI's pressing plant. So yeah.
Oh, 1 minute. It has got an indication on it. Yep, Nick W.
Oh, Nick W does. Ah.
Yep, Nick W.
So he was kind of involved with that release of it. Mm-hmm. Which I think it was a Townhouse, I think. Or it may have been at.
Townhouse was later on, wasn't it? If I remember rightly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where he was based at. I think it was probably Olympic Studios.
It's a good sound on that one.
But
That's
yeah,
the first ever 12-inch with the 12-inch remix of a
yeah.
Queen song.
Mm-hmm. Which is
And
good.
then, of course, we come to this one. This one was actually given to me by David, our
Cool.
good friend David.
Nice one. Yep.
And this is a German issue of One Vision.
Very nice indeed. And this is the red edition.
No, it ain't.
Red in the sleeve,
No,
no?
it's the same as the UK,
Mm-hmm.
but this one's like a thicker. It's like an album version.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But inside, has it got like a red sleeve inside it, or just a white sleeve?
White sleeve on this one.
White sleeve. Oh.
And then we come to the record.
Mm-hmm. I like the German. I like the German versions. As I said before, today we've got amazing qualities in them. Really good.
Plain sleeve.
Plain sleeve. And so, what font did they use on this one?
They use
Flash logo again. Oh, I used a Flash Gordon one. That was like 80. This is like 85.
I know.
It's like, come on, like, move with the times, or was it EMI's stupid screw up printing process they were doing? Yeah.
I like it. I have to admit, I do prefer it on white though. It looks quite smart on white.
Yeah. The cream editions I think, are just really amazing quality. I think compared to the UK versions of it, I think their versions are more louder But I think
Thicker vinyl as well, you know.
does
This
it?
one's
All
thicker than
right,
the British one.
all right. So it's more
More
higher
thicker
density a
vinyl.
bit. Cool.
And the matrix code on this one is as follows. One sec, just getting the light.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2003116 dash 41 dash
Mm-hmm.
and then C.
Yeah. So I think they obviously they're produced at the factory in Germany, which is probably Warner's itself, because it's only Warner Brothers who have it. Oh, EMI like Electrola, I think, in America in Germany have their own pressing plant there. There's two pressing plants there anyway now, or there
It's a very
was.
nice pressing, actually. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like that one. As I
Cool.
say, you know, you can tell it's German by that bit there.
Yeah, maxi single, and also with the international code in it
Oh,
as well.
yeah,
Yeah, very nice, lovely,
got the lyrics on.
lovely.
So we come from that to my last 12-inch of the Queen stuff.
Okay,
That's Friends Will Be Friends.
lovely.
This is my
But
last one of the newest ones.
yeah, oh, it's newest ones, and this is from Germany.
No, this is British.
Oh, it's a
I
British one.
actually bought this in Nottingham, believe
Oh,
it or not.
oh
Some of
yes,
my
when you, yep,
newer vinyl I've managed to buy in Nottingham, of all
sweet,
things.
sweet, lovely.
Your hometown says.
It was, yes, it's my hometown, if you all know by now. So is this a
Um,
black and silver edition?
yep, this is the one.
Lovely, lovely. Nice resemblance of the kind of magic film. Obviously where that's from. What was recorded for that album, but not actually on the film.
And of
Friends with
course, we've
Friends
got
and
Seven
Seven
Seas
Seas
of
of
Rye
Rye.
again.
This is
Yeah.
where we come to this confusion of why put that on there. Doesn't make any
Um,
sense. Or was it
I
the
think it's because they were being remastered at the time. I really, really do.
86 CDs
Yeah, I
reissues?
reckon that's what it
Yeah.
is.
Uh-huh.
You got the code on here, 12 Queen,
Uh-huh.
and then it goes 8
Yeah.
A, and then dash
Yep.
2U dash 1 dash 1 dash.
Right. And is that Sterling Sound or is that Townhouse?
Let's see if
It
there's
should
any
have a
other
little tiny little.
indication on it.
It should say it's tiny little Sterling or DMM
DMM.
or DMM.
Hmm.
Ooh, Mr. Kevin Metcalf did it then.
A decent pressing. Didn't know that.
Very nice.
Didn't know that till tonight.
No, well there you are. That's a first for you. Yeah, DMM.
That's weird because it says Townhouse on one side
Yeah.
and
Well,
DMM on the other. Oh, it's Townhouse and DMM.
oh, Townhouse. All right. So they did a deal in the UK with the new machine to
Yeah.
press it even much higher. So that's probably
Didn't
why the
know that.
sound. That's probably why the sound sounds more really raw.
Yeah, it's a really nice sound on that one. Not too bad for £2 either.
Yeah, but oh, but for the bargain. Okay.
This is new because I didn't have this before. It's a picture sleeve
No.
of Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Lovely. Very nice indeed. Lovely. Good. That's really new. That looks really new. Could we rock you as well from Live Killers?
And the vinyl.
And it's the
Classic EMI.
now this is interesting. Now they've gone to the standard EMI logo ones. Now I'm having a funny feeling they must be the end of the run outs of those ones, because like I said to David, they ran out of these ones and after that they changed them to the standard normal EMI ones they had. So it's interesting how they have got the old Queen logo on there, which bemuses me a little bit.
And then you have got a matrix code on both of these as well.
Yeah. Does it say anybody who does it have any engravings of who did it on the A side and who wrote it? Blair's or anything?
And Nick W again.
Oh, Nick W did it again.
I wish you could get it on the light and then I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Nick W.
Right.
Yeah, it's got Nick W there and
Nice.
it says EMI 5001 A-1.
Yeah. And that is actually very interesting how EMI International started as well, with two separate labels. And I have a funny feeling that's come from the EMI itself at the time. So.
And that was the first ever single that was released on 12-inch
Yes,
back in
it was.
1979.
Yes, it was. David was actually telling me this the other day about that.
1979. And then I bought this one in Essex, where I live now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Invisible Man. I've got a 12-inch version of this, which is clear,
Right.
and now I've got the 7-inch version, which is clear.
Oh, right. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is the one I saw on Discogs the other day. Gorgeous. Brand new.
Uh huh.
Good condition.
Very good.
Nice indeed. And it's got on the B side. I can't see what's on the B side of that.
Hijack My Heart.
Hijack My Heart, which is one of Taylor's good B sides.
Do you want the Matrix number?
Ah, yes, I would like. Yes, I think it's 12. I think it's 7 PD.
It's Queen and then -12-A.
12 Queen 12A. Yeah, that's right. So that's
Dash A.
yeah. Is there any?
There is an indication thing in there. 1 minute.
Right.
Seen it. It's getting the light.
Mhm.
Or Lake.
Or
Or
Lake.
Lake.
Yes.
Yeah.
This guy was Canadian actually.
Never heard of him.
He's a Canadian engineer master.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Very nice vinyl.
Yeah. Very nice indeed.
Can't beat the same.
Nice for the collection. Shame we haven't got the cover, Steve, of that one though.
Yeah, that's the only shame about it. But
you know,
can't
man, you
make
can always
the
get off Discogs for the price you get for, I suppose.
And we go to the jukebox edition of the 5 Live EP, which was with George Michael and Queen.
Right. Yeah.
There's no way I can get that in the light.
No, can't see it at all. But it's
when
rare
it's
that
black
one.
injected, you can hardly
It's black
see
injected.
it. Even
You can't see a bloody thing. But they did
even
that.
with the lights
They
on
did
it.
that for. They actually released that for Freddie's memorial. So I think it's a good idea. They had it on black as well.
It's of course it's a 5 Live jukebox, but there's
Mhm.
only 2 songs on it. Of course,
Is it 45 RPM?
Yeah, it's 45.
Oh, it's a
RPM.
45. It's 45.
So you've only got 2 songs. You've got Somebody to Love on the A side, and These Are Days of Our Lives on the B side.
Lisa Stansfield, which is a nice track. I love that version.
The Matrix number on this is RLH 6340 A-01-01-Q2.
Q2. It's a very unusual code. Q2.
Yeah, Q2.
Q2.
Yeah, very unusual.
So I've got a funny feeling that's a promo that they released. It's a promo, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's a
promo
promo,
edition.
isn't it? UK, yeah. It's pretty rare now to get that actually.
And then we go from that to some solo Queen stuff
Okay.
related. Starfleet, a 7-inch version.
It was still a Starfleet on the B side, which is this from the UK.
This is a UK edition. I bought this in Nottingham as well.
Very nice indeed. Yeah. Not being one of my not one of my favorite. As I said, we've said this many times.
Not a favourite
It's
of
not one of
mine
my
either.
favourite albums ever of Brian May's. But
Well, I have to say the 7-inch version probably they should have just released it like that.
yeah, I like it. I like the 7-inch version better. But it's just got a better introduction on it, and it's a longer outro as well on it. It just sounds more. I think it's more mixed. It's brilliant. And oh no, this is not. Now this is a very unusual thing. This is not. It's not the one that has got the Starfleet logo on it.
No, this is a yellow label as well.
Very weird. Very weird. Huh.
And we got a matrix code on this one.
Yep.
We go to that EMI, and then it's 5436 -A-1-1-1-2-4.
Oh. Very
and
weird.
then it's got Nick Z.
Nick Z.
Yeah, Z. Whatever that
Nick
is.
Z. Nick Z.
Yeah.
Nick Z. Nick Z. Right. Okay, so Nick W. Nick Z. Okay.
Very unusual.
That's
As I say, it's Rain Cloud Productions on that one as well.
Mm.
No, they
tax
stuck
issues.
with a Queen production.
Yep, for tax issues. Yeah, just went away to America and just tax their sales again.
And then we go to Too Much Love Will Kill You by Brian May.
I have this one.
7-inch.
Shame it's been written on.
It's been written on.
Shame
Yeah,
it's been written on that.
unfortunately.
But that's thingy, number 16.
I bought this in Discogs on Discogs,
Oh, okay, all right.
and there's a silver label, silver injected.
Gorgeous, very nice.
Obviously, the UK edition.
Yeah, and I'm Scared is different.
Yep, it's a different remix.
It's without the dialogue on it. It's just the basic Cozy Powell drums on it.
And this is Townhouse DMM.
Yes. So they were still doing DMM in 1993.
Two.
Two.
Yeah. Very
I
unusual.
thought DMM had finished in 1990s. Although it may have been going on. Maybe the system they had was probably very expensive to produce these ones for
When
the
you get a
high.
chance, if you got this, then Tez, when you got the
Yeah,
chance, have a look, see if your one's Townhouse
yeah.
still.
I've got my single collection in there. Actually, I haven't even filmed that bit, so
Needs to
I'll
be
have a
done.
look at that one.
And then we got Man on Fire by Roger Taylor.
Amazing song. One
Brilliant
of
song.
his best ever with Brian on it, and uh, obviously Brian's guitar
Apparently, there
work.
is a Queen demo kicking around of this as well.
I have heard this rumor going around. Yes, there's a Queen demo. Yes.
Hopefully, with Freddie on vocals, it would be
Mhm.
great.
Mhm. Love to hear that version actually.
It's on
And it's a
Black
black
Label.
injected version. Yes, it's black and silver. Lovely. I love black and silver ones. Amazing. Four
There
prong.
was a version also kicking around on this 7-inch single where it had Hammer to Fall on the B side.
Hmm. Must be a
It was
promo. Must be a promo they released.
it was a fault that they had when they pressed the record.
Right.
Apparently,
What's on the B side of it? Was it
Killing Time.
Killing Time? Not one of the best B sides.
No, I
But
agree.
Abandoned Fire is probably my favourite one. Oh no, the other guy. Was it the Young Love one? Or It's an Illusion? You would have worked.
Well, this one's got Nick Z on it yet
He's
again,
back again.
and it's Penthouse.
The pen. Oh yes. No. Now this is very interesting. Now Hammer to Fall is pressed a Penthouse. It's probably a single version of it. The red version.
That's probably the reason why they got it mixed up with both pressings
Mm.
when it came out.
Or different sort of studios that we're using at the time, mastering side.
Matrix number is EMI 5473 TA 1 1 2.
Two. Simple. Very simple
Yep.
code.
And then we come from that to the
Yep.
Freddie Mercury 12 inches.
Right.
Of course, the first 12 inches, Love Kills.
Now David's got the Spanish version of this one, and this is the UK. Is it the UK?
I think it is.
It's kind of yes, it is the UK.
Yeah, made in England.
Yes, it's CBS original CBS UK edition
Made in England.
with Freddie Mercury on there. Now, does the B side say Giorgio Moroder or Freddie Mercury?
It does say George Moroder.
Well, that is correct then. So the Germany version, so the Spanish version, got it wrong. They got it right. Oh, I think he's got a. Oh no, he's got a Holland edition of that one actually. Holland edition of that one, and his has got Freddie Mercury on the back side of it, which I've got no idea why.
That's very odd.
Yeah. Now, obviously, CBS ones, I haven't got a clue who does them because nobody indicates exactly what they are.
Well, there is a matrix number.
Mm-hmm.
It's TA 4735A1.
Yeah. And on that label, does it say Queen Music Limited or does it say Mighty Tape Music Limited? Or George Moroder Publishing?
Let's have a look. It says here, taken from the original motion picture, Freddie Mercury appears. It says Rain Cloud Productions
Mm-hmm.
Limited.
Mm. Right.
And
And on the right on the right hand side, it's Queen
on the
Music.
bottom
It's
there.
Queen Music Limited. So it's Queen Music Limited, EMI. So that's interesting. That because if Freddie and George Moroder wrote it must have had a partnership deal with Queen Music Limited on that. Which is kind of very interesting. That is.
Yeah, it's got Queen Music Limited on the side. You are right. Yeah. Didn't notice that.
CBS are very, very silly when they've come to pressing sort of labels on it.
Yeah, I overlooked that bit.
But the CBS labels in the UK, the pressing plant over there was the best one ever.
Right, there's a bit of a surprise on this one because when I bought it, there was 2 editions of the same record,
All
but
right.
with different labels. And it's I Was Born to Love You,
Lovely.
but there's 2 editions in it with different labels.
2 editions of different labels.
Yep, we've got a white label.
We'll stop all the fighting on the backside. Nice to put that on. And you can see the version of I Was Want to Love You on the white edition. Okay. So that's the first one. And
I
what's
think
that one?
yeah, this is the English version. I'll give you the code of that one first.
Right, okay.
You got of course it's. Oh, 1 minute. This one's done in. It's got a a code on, well, not a code on it, but
Mm.
instead of like Penthouse or anything like this
Yeah.
says Tim Tom, whatever Tim Tom is.
Tim Tom.
Yeah, that's what it says
Tin.
on
Is it
it.
Tin or Tim? Tim.
Tim,
Tim Tom.
Tim, and then Tom.
Well, I
Tim
have heard
Tom.
that name before, and that's a guy who worked at CBS, and I think it's Utopia. I think it's actually Utopia
There
Studios.
is
Is it
there
got
is
like
another one.
has it got a little mark inside with four little prongs on it? They got like a harp.
Nope.
No.
There's also another indication here
Mm.
saying
Right.
D Damont.
Damon,
Damont.
Damon Audio. Yeah.
Damont.
Damon
Yeah.
Audio was actually the biggest ever plant in the world for mastering.
So you've got Damon and Tim Tom, whatever that is. And the code on this one is TA6019A-1.
Right.
And this is a UK edition with a white label.
A
So
dash one. Hang on a second. A dash one. That's been
A-1, yeah.
that's been pressed at EMI's factory.
Yeah, same code, isn't it?
Hmm.
Very unusual.
Is it
That's a
is
white.
it is it is the matrix number, is that been is it sort of like sort of like like sort of like Times New Roman type inside it font?
No, it's all written in with the normal
Oh,
numbers.
it's written in,
Yep, it's written in.
not stamped.
Yep. I
Hmm.
don't know if you can see that. I
Hmm.
wish you could see it.
Yeah,
Then you could
the
see
light's a
the.
bit too much for me. Uh,
Wait, that's the white edition.
anyway, that's a white edition of it. That's an
And
interesting
then
one.
we go to this edition.
Hmm.
Why they put two editions in here, I don't know. We go from that one to, of all things, comes from where David comes from, Holland.
Oh, right. So that's a weird one.
And then,
It looks to be a bit more. It looks to be a bit more widened out on the grooves of it as well.
mm,
This is sort of the fighting they've extended a lot on that track.
I have to say the UK one's thicker than this one. This
Hmm.
one's quite thick, mine, but
Hmm.
it's not as thick as what the UK edition is.
Right.
Right, we've got the code on this one. It's a different code as well.
All right. Mm.
It's not written, it's typed in.
Oh, it's typed in, so it's actually
Yeah,
stamped. All right.
stamped. So you got
Mm.
01 12 6019 dash, then another one, then a dash, and then one.
That's been done at EMI's pressing plant in Holland.
And it's got Tim Tom again.
Huh?
This one's got Tim
What?
Tom.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, no
No,
word of a lie. It's
that's
got Tim
very.
Tom
This
there.
is very confusing. This is a very weird release you have. You've got one that's got the same one that's got Tim Tom, and this one's got the Tim Tom on it as well. This,
The only thing
yeah,
is, it ain't
yeah,
written in.
no,
The Tim
stamped.
Tom's
It's
written
actually
in.
stamped. Yeah, Tim
That's
Tom's written
written
in, but the thing's been actually the matrix numbers have been stamped as is.
And there's
That's
no
really
indication whatsoever on the B side apart
that
from Matrix code.
that is really unusual. So, for the
That's
purposes of
it.
you guys, if you get a chance to see the pictures on the bottom of the screen or on the top, if anybody knows more information about these releases, let us know. I'd love to check it out.
It's like a double vinyl release, really. But
Why
as I
put
say, you got the one white label and one.
why put two
Um,
vinyls in the same thing? Was it a problem, or was it just a freebie or something? Or
I have no idea.
hmm hmm
And the label on it's even. This is weird because this is Spanish. That is a Spanish inner sleeve.
oh right
I don't know if it comes up. I don't know if you can see it. You might not be able to
the
see it because it's not very clear at the
yeah,
bottom.
I can actually see the bottom. I can see the bottom of it actually. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually a
Yeah.
Spanish edition.
Uh-huh.
It's even got a code there as well.
Very nice. TA6019. So that's been produced for the Spanish market. That cover.
So we got two records, one English, one
One
Dutch,
help.
and an outer sleeve which is Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Work that one out.
Yeah, work that one out, guys. Let us know.
And then we go to Made in Heaven, Freddie Mercury. This is in a bit of a state. The
Oh,
sleeves in a bit of a state,
I can
but
see the sleeve is in a bad condition.
yeah,
It's a
but I
shame.
can't moan. I only paid 50p for it, so
Oh,
I
they
can't
are then.
moan.
That's all right. So
But
this
the record is in
contains,
very good condition, I have to
yeah,
say.
it contains the remix of this one and the 12 and the 7-inch single version of this as well. Which, as I understand, the remix was only available only on that 12-inch single because that's never ever been released on the Freddie Mercury box set.
I remember rightly, this one's the one with Brian May on it, isn't it?
Yes, because the one they put on the box set is the original version of it, the original mix of it. That version is the remix that came out, which we've never ever heard.
English label.
Very nice. Yeah, this is the Mighty Take Music one, I think it is, with the B side of Cheap or Something Cold with Brian May, which is a single edit, I think it is, and yeah,
Yeah.
which is a really good job with those ones actually.
Actually, it says, yeah, Made in Heaven's a remix version, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And extended version of She Blows Hot and Cold.
Yeah. Oh, extended version of it. Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
it says it
It's a
there.
good song that. Really good. I like it. Very nice.
And the matrix code on this. Ah, this one's written in as well.
All right.
So you got TA
Mm-hmm.
dash 6413 dash A1.
Right. So that's actually from CBS's pressing plant. Okay. Not EMI.
There's no indication
Well,
of anything else.
there won't
There's
be
no
anybody.
like
There won't be anybody vindicating on that anyway, because CBS, as I say, they never ever did that before.
no stamps on that one,
Mm.
unfortunately. Just matrix number. We go from that to Billy Squire, which features Freddie Mercury on it.
That was the Hero extended version.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting how you get your hands on that one, which is on a 10 label. Or Cabinet Records.
That's all.
And it's on. This is the UK, isn't it? Is this from UK?
I think this is. I think it's American.
Or was it from America?
I think it's
I
American.
can't actually remember. Where's
I'll have a look. One moment.
Yep.
Can't test it until I look at it. Right. Yeah, it's Capitol Records USA.
Oh, it's
Yep.
American.
Yep.
Oh.
I'll just try and get that in the light
It's
for you.
American one. Well, actually, it's
Oh.
actually the UK. It is actually UK. It's actually from the UK. So it is actually a UK thing. It's just they've been licensed it from America, but it came to that one. But it's great. Yeah, very nice.
Oh yeah, it says UK there.
UK
Yeah.
version, yeah.
I'm going.
Because it's always
I'm
been
going by
EMI's.
I'm going by the top bit there. Top bit there.
No, it's
It's
by
US.
the main thing. Yeah, it's actually UK. Good.
So
And
the matrix number on this one is
okay.
12 DL 433 4-3 dash one dash one dash two.
And that's obviously EMI UK. Who did that?
Yep.
Yep.
And that's,
Very nice.
That's the A side.
Yeah.
And
what was on the B side? Was
The
there
B
two
side.
tracks in there or one? What, two tracks?
the
Oh,
one-
you've got learn to let your what?
Learn How to Love.
Learn how to love.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a live version apparently.
Oh, nice. We
Very
seem,
nice
we seem to have
pressing
got
on
a
that
better deal in the UK than the US did.
Yeah, very nice press on that one. Good sound. So we went from that one, and then we're going to go to Living on My Own, the 1993 remix.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is the standard release that came out before the No More Brothers got their hands on the white edition, and this is the standard UK edition of it. And I like this edition because they did a good job of putting the extended version on, and they also put the club version on, and then they put two versions on, which was the LA mix and the dub mix as well. Which I tell you what, I've never ever seen that version ever released on the Italian version of it.
What, the dub version?
No. I know it's different. I know the No More Brothers one's different.
Side one.
And this is actually, oh, it's 45. I thought it was a 33. That's 45.
And side two.
Which is the remixes on it. Yep,
And
very
the matrix
nice.
numbers on this are 1 2 R 6 3 5 5
Hmm.
A dash 1 dash 1 dash 1 dash.
Right. And is Mr. McCarthy involved in that one? Is it
Eh,
DMM?
No indication on this one.
Might be a tiny, tiny somewhere. Let me put it in the light and see if you can see it.
Nope, there's no indication whatsoever on that.
No? Hmm.
Nothing.
Right.
Just a matrix number.
Right.
I'll have a look on the other side.
Yeah. Depends if it's normally on the A side actually or the B side or whatever it is.
No, there's no indication, unfortunately.
Hmm. That's a shame.
There's a stamp with a D on the other side, if that helps.
D.
Yeah. Why they put a D, I
Mr.
don't
D.
know.
Who is D?
D.
Who is D? I've got a clue.
And this is one that I know you've been wanting to see. This is the Love Kills remix from 2006.
Oh. Oh no, this was apparently, I don't know if this is a promo or was officially released by
This
Sid
is a
Beach.
promo.
It's a promo release of it.
Yep. And it's on white
Very
label.
sweet. That's white label pressing as well, without any indication of what's on it. Oh. Well, that's a start.
That's only it's only one sided because there's nothing on the other side
So it's
at
a
all.
blank side.
Blank.
One side promo release of it. And what sort of mix is on that?
It's just the one remix, which is about 10 minutes long.
So there's no indication who did it.
There is a matrix number.
Oh, okay.
It says UNEEQ, which is unique, and then there's a 001 A dash 1 dash 1.
So EMI pays for that promo to be released without any indication whoever did the remix of it. What is it? A 45 or 33?
It's a 45.
45.
Yeah, it's a Freemasons mix, so it was done by the Freemasons.
Ah, right. As I think that is not actually on that. I don't have that version on the Love of Life Singer Songs disc.
No, it didn't,
I don't have it.
weren't released, was it? If I
Oh,
remember rightly.
I think it was. I think they released it just for clubs, for the club circuit. But they
Yeah, I
might have
think this is
done.
a club
Yeah,
vinyl,
it's a club
actually.
sort of vinyl for clubbers.